Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carly Van Every. I am a Reiki master as well as a psychic intuitive, and I'm just here on YouTube because it's really fun. It's a really great creative outlet for me, and I just honestly like doing these videos. So today I am going to tap into the energy of February 2021 for us. Wow, I don't know where all this time has gone, but February 2021, let's get to it. Let's see what's happening. I will list, as per usual, everything in the description box below, as well as if you'd like to book a distance Reiki session with me or personal readings, that's now open too. If this does resonate for you, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Also comment below with how you're feeling. I want to see what's up. I want to see where you guys are at, what's going on. So thank you so much for being here, and let's get started. Let's get into it. Okay, so February 2021. What's happening? Energy of February 2021 for the collective. So the Hermit card just wanted to come out of this deck. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck that I'm using. February 2021, what's happening? Oh. Okay, so we have Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. So it looks like we're kind of taking some things in this month and just kind of learning. Could be educational, like with school, if you're in university, like myself, finishing up a 4-year psychology degree. Yeah, it could be anything educational. Maybe you're just taking a course online, or maybe you're learning from nature, maybe you're learning from elders, maybe you're just learning from your community, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you're taking a cooking class, but you're just learning from these experiences. Deeper levels of learning too, for this feels like for the month of February, just deeper levels of learning. And it feels more like reflective learning, where you take something in and then after you've kind of sat with it, you revisit it later on and say, oh, why? Like you kind of question it more deeply, and therefore it kind of sits in your body a little bit differently to what you're learning and what you're experiencing. Okay, what else is happening for the collective for February 2021? Collective. Huh. Too many. But I do see white energy on this card, so I'm going to go with this one. So, mountains, stand your ground. It's the first time I've seen this card come out in this deck. Beautiful. Huh. I love how you can see, kind of like in this imagery, you can see below the surface of the mountains, you can kind of see like the inner workings of it, what happens with it. And when I initially saw this, it kind of reminded me of the polarity. Yeah, the polarity, the duality, the vibrant, the dark, the light, the dark, inner and outer, and how it's all really connected. But this says stand your ground, so let me just grab a few more cards and see what's happening for the month of February for us. So we have the Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences, and then we also have the mountains with stand your ground. What else is happening for us? Okay, so I just got an image of somebody like driving down a highway or like a freeway, and they pointed to the mountains card, stand your ground. So I don't know if somebody's going to travel, or this might be like a very specific message, but somebody's going to travel, and then maybe, I don't know, it's like almost like a forming of a conflict or something, but it's basically, no, maybe it's not that. It's just like standing your ground wherever you're going to travel and making sure that you are really clear on it, that it feels really integral and aligned for you while you're going, and that you just stand your ground in it. You stand your ground in your path. It's also another message too. So we have Moon. Take note of intuitive messages for February. What happens in dream time? And just what kind of happens more intuitively for you. You know those messages that you get where it's a visceral feeling in your body? I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but you receive a message about something, but it lands for you in a different way, like a message that's so pure that you're not just hearing it with your ears, but you're actually feeling it in your heart, and you're like, whoa. I feel like that's kind of the type of messages that we're talking about too for some of us for February, with take note of intuitive messages. That, in addition to messages from dream time, as well as messages just from your higher self and your higher guidance. We also have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Beautiful. So becoming, what I'm hearing, okay, I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck, then I'm going to go back to that. So we have the drum, dream and journey, and this goes hand in hand with the moon card and the highway that I was seeing in my mind's eye. So what I was hearing, and I'll come back to that, but I want to go back to the moon and the elder. Take note of intuitive messages and move beyond ancestral patterns. So with this, it's like we're having messages come in that relate to maybe old belief systems that we've been carrying within our own bodies, our own minds, our own DNA, our ancestry lines, right? But the messages that are coming in for a reason, and it's because you're in the receptive mode to recognize them, to receive them, and to honor that, so that you can almost, so to say, like move beyond the belief system and create a new belief system for you that works, right? So say, for example, okay, say like in your ancestry line, I'm just going to take a really personal example because I don't want to, I just want to be very integral and clear with this. I had a reading done for myself from this wonderful, wonderful woman who works with Archangel Michael and many different archangels and different beings. And my ancestry, so I am Mohawk of 6 Nations of the Grand River, so I am a First Nations woman. And basically, the woman who was working with me, who was doing my reading, what she was getting from all of the different beings that she was working with was that they were saying, oh, the work that you did in reference to just your belief systems. And in that moment, I had a feeling that it was around money and what was going on in my mind about money and manifesting even abundance and giving and receiving in a healthy and balanced way, right? In an honest and integral way. The guides that were coming through for her were saying, because you did this, the poverty has shifted from past, present, and future throughout your ancestry line, throughout First Nations people, right? Indigenous people. And that, absolutely, 100%, right? What I take on is like in my own life and in my own mind, yes, it is self-responsibility, but also in turn, when you do that healing work, and then when you go to interact with your family members and your community, and it's different interactions, and that's how you know that the healing work is working. That's how you know that you're doing it. That's how you know that it's shifting. So what I feel like for February is kind of like the same sort of concepts and ideas where messages are coming through for some of us, and it could be messages about like, hey, remember this, hey, remember like this specific belief system, hey, remember how you wanted to like go and follow this dream, or hey, remember how you just wanted to choose like a different path, and remember how light this feels for you and how good this feels for you in your heart. That's kind of the encouragement and guidance coming through for us, where it's like, hey, we have a chance to shift it, even if you might be like the first one in your lineage for like a long while, right? I mean, some of these belief systems have been there for like thousands of years, so that's a lot. That's a lot to acknowledge. That's a lot to kind of see, and then to allow through and to honor, and then to choose, hey, I'm going to choose a different way, or hey, I'm going to start loving myself. I'm going to start learning about self-love and like deeper layers, and I'm going to start reflecting on these different things that are going on in my life and these different patterns and programmings that I've been having, maybe consciously or maybe unconsciously too. That's what I think I was getting at with this card, was because psychology, Sigmund Freud talks about the id, the ego, and the superego, and it looks a lot like this picture where, you know, a lot of the conscious thoughts are said to be like up on top, and then the lower you get, it's literally like a glacier or mountain too, the diagram they give us in psychology. But he says like the lower levels, those are your subconscious, things that are in your subconscious, like your dreams and stuff, right? Your belief systems and stuff. You can look at it like that too. And yeah, it's almost like standing your ground in, like what this card is, it's almost like standing your ground in who you're choosing into who you're becoming, who you are choosing to become. Okay? So for example, again, another personal example, I used to work, or not work, but I was interning at a music studio in Toronto. And then after that segment of my life was done, was complete, I was kind of sitting with like an open door. And I was like, okay, the next job that I want to do, the next line of work that I want to do, that I'm going to consciously manifest, I want it to be in alignment with who I am and with who I'm becoming. And that was a wellness center as a Reiki practitioner. So what that has to do with this card too is more about like coming into alignment more with who you really are, who we all really are, and standing our ground firmly in that, even though doubts may come up, even though fears may come up, even though, you know, self-limiting beliefs may come up, thought patterns that aren't really serving us anymore, right? It's saying, no, like, I know my journey, I know how far I've come, and I know that I'm going to walk this path forward. Very, very impressive. And I think that's what I saw too with, when I saw that image of the highway, and I saw this white energy like swoosh around to the mountains and stand your ground, going hand in hand with what I just said about, no, I'm going to choose my alignment. I'm going to choose my path forward. And this, the bottom of the deck, we have drum, dream, and journey, which is all about following your dreams and following your journey, your highway, your path, right? And it's all about like your natural rhythm, right? Again, with the drum, right? You're not going to go off beat. You're going to go with the flow, go with your flow, honor your natural rhythms, honor your natural beat, and ride it out. That's what it's really about. Yeah, let me just like get some clarifiers here. Although that feels pretty clear, but I just, you know, just want to get some more. Okay, cool. I love it when that happens. So we have 8 of Fire Insight, and this is to clarify the great teacher learned from spiritual experiences. Okay, so again, insight. So that's exactly what I was talking about before, where it's like more, it feels more of like a reflective learning, like you're taking time to go inwards, you're taking time to see why certain things have come up for you and what you're really learning, what you're really integrating from that, so that you can move forward in more understanding and deeper levels of knowing and just feeling more wholesome in who you are as an individual. Yeah. Okay. So for mountains, stand your ground, we have Daughter of Air. So again, this was a stand your ground card with the highway, with following your path, with being true to who you are, and with Daughter of Air. And Daughter of Air to me is really about So air is more like going with the flow. You're kind of like floating around and just going, but because it's daughter of air, it's very certain. You're certain of your flow. You're becoming more in tune with your natural rhythms. You're not really being swayed too much by others. And it's really more about like moving from your heart space too, is what I'm feeling with this. And what I'm kind of like receiving with this is really more about moving from that purity of your heart space. And you're not, the idea is that you're not forcing anything, you're flowing like air does, but with purity and integrity. Okay, so the moon card. Now let me do moon and elder card just to clarify this. February 2021. I just saw like a flash of kind of like, it looked like golden sunlight or yellow sunlight in my mind's eye, thinking about the moon card. So it almost feels like this light that's like lifting, it's like lifting up a veil or lifting something up so that you're able to see clearly something for February, so that we are. Whoops. Okay, so we have Mother of Fire. I'll just get one more card. I'm going to read the book too for Mother of Fire because that's just what I'm feeling guided to do. And then, okay, yeah, see, okay, let me, it makes sense. The cards do not lie. Sorry, it's like dry in here. Okay, so Mother of Fire. Okay, so we have the moon card with the intuitive messages here. And to clarify that, we have the Mother of Fire card. So Mother of Fire, in essence, is trusting oneself. Pride, authority, strength, courage, certainty, power to compel and succeed, passion, sometimes arrogance. Inner message: to grow into genuine maturity is a lifelong endeavor. It won't happen overnight. We must pass through many valleys and scale as many peaks. The mountain. This card tells you to remember your inherent strength as you get ready to take your rightful place in life. This enables you to make decisions from a position of truly compelling authority. Outward manifestation. Your growing faith in your own path and personal development is now yielding rewards in many areas of your life. This inspires the people close to you to further develop their own trust in themselves. By sharing your experiences and radiating your newly found trust in your abilities, you not only reward yourself, but others too. Okay, so again, coming back into like healing what's within you and how it just reflects in your family and your roommates and the people that you're living with, and then in your community and the world around you. That's what this is all about. And did you hear that message about following the path, your path? Amazing. Okay. So to clarify the Elder card, this card fell out, and this is literally like just, it's beautiful. 10 of air, negative thinking. So these are the things that are coming up, right? It's like the negative thought patterns, the negative belief systems, the negative things that are no longer working in the mind or in the body, in the DNA. And it's taking note of that. It's acknowledging that. It's saying, okay, no, I don't choose that anymore. I choose something different. I choose something that feels good. I choose love. I choose integrity. I choose harmony. I choose self-responsibility. I choose self-worth. I choose my connection. I know of my connection to this earth, and I know of my connection to the cosmos, and I know that I'm connected and part of all of it, all of creation, all of this beautiful ecosystem. I am part of that, right? That's kind of like the whole vibe of this. And then at the bottom of the deck for the tarot, we have insecurity, where I feel like this could kind of manifest throughout February, maybe as doubt, as worry, as just kind of trickling back into like old patternings, old belief systems, old ways that aren't really serving anymore. Additionally, and on the flip side too, for some of us, it could be like, that's the energy that's just getting ready to kind of like leave, because we're stepping more and more into this, right? It's a natural part of the process. Whenever we have momentum going and whenever we're going strong towards something, doubt and worry, different energies come on our path, and then it's like we have a fork in the road. What do we choose? It's natural. I don't know anybody, I have not met anybody that has not experienced doubt, so it's just a natural part of life. But yeah, just between like those two forks in the road, it's like, what are you choosing? Which direction are you going in? Who do you want to become? Who are you choosing to become? And who are you? Really important processes, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, so they want me to pull a card from the Shamanic Oracle. Well, 2 cards fell out. Okay, so there's that. So we have 40 retreat and 11 new day. So again, talking about taking that time to go in, to go within, right? Learning from our experiences, learning from what has occurred in our lives, and going within, retreating to gain that insight, to really understand what messages are coming through for us. And then with that, we always have that choice of new day, of, you know, cultivating our own path and coming into who we really are and who we want to be. So this is so beautiful. I just need to show you the bottom of the deck for the shamanic card, Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. So it's honoring your energy. Like, this is such a beautiful reading, because it's really about, it's just about like everything that has been coming through with the cards and that I've been sharing through my voice, right? That we've all been sharing, right? These beings that are with me, that are delivering these messages too right now, including my higher self, and all of our energies combined through this like reading. It's honoring your energy and where you are. And, you know, if you're feeling doubt in one moment, just acknowledge the doubt and say, you know, damn, this doubt's here, but okay, I can still choose differently. Or honoring like whatever's coming up and not dwelling on it, not like focusing so much on it and saying, okay, like I see that, but instead I'm still going to choose integrity. I'm still going to choose peace. I'm still going to choose self-worth, self-acknowledgement. And it's just really about like honoring everything, right? To really take in the full scope and to really choose which path you would like to go. Let's go with the Divine Feminine Oracle. This is a beautiful deck, and this feels like a good time too. Month of February 2021. I would love to hear in the comments below from you guys how you're feeling with these messages that are coming through. Okay, so I'm going to give you the 3 cards that fell out, but they are pointing to one specific card that fell out on top. These are kind of like supporting cards, and the one that I'll show you after is more of the one that they want me to really focus on. So it's, I hope I'm saying this right. Ariadne, Mistress of the Labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. So again, it's not being naive to what's going on, but really acknowledging everything first and then choosing. Next, we have Zhao Zhuanjing, the Mystic of Peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. Love this. So powerful, so beautiful. Such a beautiful card, beautiful energy. And then we have, I I really hope I'm saying this right. Amaterasu, the goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. Yes. So if you want to know what you're attracting into your reality, according to law of attraction, like attracts light, your state of being, not your mindset, not your words, but how you're actually being energetically is what you're attracting in. So a good way to do that is just to look out into your immediate reality and just look at the world around you. You know, if you see people walking by past you, how are they with you? Are they looking at you? Are they smiling with their eyes? Are they smiling with their, with their teeth? Are there people laughing around you? Is there like a dog that feels like really good around you? Like what's happening in your outer will show you how you're feeling in your inner, you know what I mean? It'll always show. Very, very good. And this is the card that really came out for this reading. I mean, all of them did. All of them did. Vajra Yogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. I'm just going to read out of the book really quick for her. Let me find this. Okay. So Vajra Yogini, here, let me show you the card. No matter what has happened recently or in the past, Vajra Yogini reminds us that we possess the fierce wisdom that transmutes any pain or suffering into deep lessons that free us and bring us more joy. She's the call to wake up if we've fallen into the old myth that something or someone outside of us is going to save us. She's here to make it loud and clear that what is within us will save us. We can take this moment right here, right now, to turn everything sacred. Her energy is sharp, intense, and uncompromising. She will not let you remain in an illusion or a disempowering story about who you really are. She wants you to sever all the ties to your ego's relationship to a person or to an event in your life and see it again with the third eye, with the wisdom that can perceive the deeper spiritual path beneath the human drama. This red female Buddha is the power we all have in every moment to take a seemingly everyday event or annoyance or unfortunate occurrence and use it for our own enlightenment. She reminds us that everything is rich material for us to use to elevate our reality as an embodied soul. So soul voice meditation. Can I see the lesson in the chaos and tension? I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. So I once heard one of my favorite teachers, some of you may know him as Bashar. Bashar is a being, I can't remember which dimension he's from, but he is channeled, he's probably channeled by many, but how I came to know of Bashar was through this man named Daryl Anka. You can look him up, fantastic human. Both fantastic beings, and Bashar and Daryl. I remember Bashar saying once that, there's something else that's coming to my mind that I'm being guided to share too, and I want to share from some other spiritual teachers, amazing teachers. Okay, focus, Carly. Bashar said that, any situation, every single situation, if you can find the positive or the takeaway in that, that's good, because everything is ultimately serving you. Everything we go through is ultimately serving us, even if it's viewed as negative. Yes. We can take away anything in that situation. What is positive from this? What is to my learning? What would I like to integrate from this? What is to my advantage of within this? This is something that Bashar had shared with a lot of us collectively on this planet, right? a lot of us human beings. And yeah, it's just, that's what that reminded me of, is like, what can you take from each moment? What can you learn? What can you integrate? How did it serve you? Even if it was something that you really didn't prefer or really didn't enjoy, how did it serve you? Did it connect you more closer to maybe what you do like instead of what you don't like? Like if you really experience something that you really don't like and it really made you feel kind of crummy, maybe that just shone a light to what you do prefer. And now you have an awareness of that, and now you have a power to focus in that direction of what you do prefer, and to really focus and to really feel into how good that reality may feel in your heart, and to allow that goodness to grow within, like a garden, right? So that's what I wanted to share. There's other beings. They are known as the Council of Elders, and this was coming through my head because I listened to them recently, and it was something in one of these cards. I believe it was in the Divine Feminine that I was just reading as well, about this belief system where there's an external force or an external person who sits at like the top, who's in the riches or whatever. This belief system has been ingrained throughout humanity and on this planet, where this person is going to save us, or this one person on this planet is going to save us, when that's a false premise. Because the magic that we're looking for from that like one being or that one source, this belief system where we have like this one person sitting at the top, or this one group sitting at the top that's going to save us, that's not where the magic is. The magic is actually inside of all of us. It's inside of you. It's there. And that changes everything. I don't know if you guys felt that as soon as I said that, but for me in my own body, as soon as I said that, it's like the center of my body opened, and there was less resistance within my own body. So for me, that's how I know that something like really resonates, and that's how I use my discernment. But I mean, it's true, like there's light inside of you. There's light inside of all of us, and it's really beautiful when, I mean, for me, like whenever I see someone lighting up from within, you know, you see it physically expressed as like joy, or as they're just in themselves, they're loving themselves, they're hyping themselves up, they're dancing, they're vibing, they're just in love with life. Like I see it in my younger siblings when they're just happy, they're just free flowing. I see it in puppy dogs. I see it in my guinea pig when he's running around really happy, just enjoying life. You just get to see it in others when that light like naturally comes up and out, and it's just expressed. And that's that type of energy that comes from within that can really shift a lot of things. That light within. It's about honoring your energy and knowing that you have everything within. Everything. Wow. I feel like we just bonded a little bit there. Awesome. Okay, guys. That feels pretty good for February. So just to recap, again, it looks like we are taking on lessons, but we're reflecting more within about these lessons that we're learning and what we're really cultivating. We're honoring everything. We are learning to trust ourselves and follow our path more directly and more wholly and more fully. Following our path, for some, it could be travel along a highway too as well. But the moon card, take note of intuitive messages. So that's really coming through, either dream time or just from higher self, daydreams, whatever. It's all coming through for us, and it's really, again, it's about following our path and what feels good, and we're getting more clarity on it. The moon card also goes hand in hand with the elder card, moving beyond ancestral patterns. A lot of it is negative thinking. A lot of it is belief systems, patterns that we're running in our minds, which interact with our bodies and our DNA. That's being called up so that it can be expressed in a healthy way, released from the body, and then we can kind of integrate, download our own new belief systems that we choose. Again, this does take some work, so it's all about retreating and going within and then coming into a new vibe, a new energy field. Again, your dreams are important. There's a reason why they come to you and through you and not the next person's, because you're in the receptive mode. So keep on dreaming your dream. Keep on following your journey, listening to your heart's desire. Insecurity, yes, of course, there may be some doubt, there may be some worry, there may be some fears, there may be some insecurity come up, but always remember that that magic is within, and we can always choose to focus wherever we want to flow, wherever we want to go. And all about flowing, not forcing. Okay, so we have the goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. So keeping in check where you're at with your vibration according to your external reality, because it is all a mirror. Whatever you see externally is a reflection of what you're feeling internally. For example, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Very beautiful day. The sun is out. I'm feeling sunny, feeling bright. Zhao Xuanjing, the mystic of peace. I am peace when my mind is clear, the way is clear, having that inner centeredness, stillness. Ariadne, mistress of the labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. So again, just reaffirming that we do have to acknowledge everything, just to be responsible for what we're creating and what we're inviting into our bodies, into our minds, into our lives. The essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Yes, 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 yes. And I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. This is Saint Brigid, Our Lady of Exalted Light. This was the bottom of the deck. And then, of course, honoring our energy. And just to reiterate, the magic is already within. All of the magic is already within us. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do make sure to like, share, subscribe, tap that notification bell. If this did resonate for you in any way, I definitely want to hear about it in the comments below. I'm going to process this information for myself too, as this is for all of us. Okay, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye!